Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me to learn more about sales process development. My name is Fred Wuckerfinnig. I'm the principal at Schmidt Associates. In this brief video, we will discuss what is a proven and repeatable sales process, why do we need it, how do we develop it, and what do we gain from it. A sales process is a documented, consistent way of guiding the process through the sales funnel in a repeatable way, all the way from interest generation to the sale and beyond. When we also incorporate proven best practices, which we have learned from companies over the past 15 years, into that process, then we call it a proven, repeatable sales process. Why do we need a PRSP? In most companies, there are a few great sales reps, a few poor sales reps, and a larger group of average or mediocre sales reps. The company obviously would do better if the average sales rep's performance was improved, but typically they've not had much success improving that, even though most companies have done sales training and they've tried changing compensation plans, etc. Many times company management ends up thinking that sales is quote-unquote magic because they don't understand it very well and they haven't had much success impacting the performance of the typical sales rep. This is compounded by the fact that a lot of times the top sales reps have it come so naturally and so instinctively to them that a lot of times they cannot articulate what it is that they're doing different from the average sales reps. A lot of times the company management ends up thinking the only answer is to steal other superstars away from other companies because they don't know how to impact sales performance of the average sales reps. Here's a key that we have learned. We have identified that there are activities and methodologies that the top sales reps use that others don't. And teaching these so-called tricks to the average sales reps has a significant improvement in their performance. Now, let me repeat that because that's a critical point. We have discovered that the top sales reps use different activities and methodologies from the average sales reps. And teaching these activities to the average reps improves their performance significantly. Therefore, it's very valuable to the company to document the sales process, including all the steps, so that all the reps follow a consistent process. In addition, we have identified over 30 best practices in sales organizations from across the country, and we have observed that most companies are not utilizing very many of these best practices. So there is an opportunity for all the sales reps to improve if these best practices are incorporated into the steps that people are using in the sales process. So there's a real opportunity for the company to improve by having a PRSP. How do we develop it? Well, it's not easy. Even a lot of companies who have seen the need to create a documented sales process have given up on it because it is a difficult task and it takes a real focused effort to actually document all the various steps in that process. Now, we have learned that it really takes process-oriented skills more than sales-oriented skills to develop the PRSP. And it's a little bit like assembling an automobile. A vehicle is made up of thousands of different parts that need to go together into the right sub-assemblies in the right order in order to end up with a fully functioning vehicle. And the sales process is the same way. It really takes a process engineer type of person to document all those steps and put that together in a way that makes sense for people to follow it. The good news is that we have those process-oriented skills. We know how to ask those key questions from each of the staff members to identify the information that's required to develop the various steps in the process. A lot of times it's significantly more complex than people expect. there are a number of places for a prospect to enter and exit the sales funnel. And that's one of the reasons that a lot of times internal efforts bog down, because it's a lot more complex than people expected, and so it takes a lot more focused effort to get through that process. And so what we find is being an outsider, or having someone from outside of the company put that together, works better, because the outsider doesn't have the sort of institutional bias that the inside people have. And also, of course, we're able to be focused and objective because we don't have to answer the phone or deal with a customer who is unhappy about something, or go out to meet with a prospect, those kinds of things that the internal staff needs to do on a regular basis. So it really takes a concerted effort to develop the PRSP. What do we gain from it? Well, there are a number of tangible and sometimes surprising gains from implementing the PRSP. Because prospects are treated consistently, no matter which sales rep is involved, and because the PRSP includes best practices for what to do and how to do it all throughout the process, the customer experience is improved. Because customer satisfaction is improved, referrals are often more easily obtained, and referrals usually turn out to be the best quality leads. Because the average sales reps now know all the same so-called tricks as the top sales reps, and they're doing the right things the right ways, their performance improves significantly, often 20 or 30%. Because the best practices are documented, it's much more efficient to onboard new staff, and their likelihood of success is improved dramatically, because they don't have to sort of figure it out on their own, but rather they're trained to do the things that have already been proven to be successful. The company owns the sales process. This means that the company is no longer at risk of being held hostage by the top sales reps, because now the company knows and has documented the sales process. Additionally, the top reps are no longer way above average in their performance, because the average sales rep's performance has come up so much. The company, therefore, is no longer tempted to pay too much to keep the top sales reps happy, and it's no longer tempting to steal other superstars away from their competitors. Sales and profits improve because the average sales rep's performance has come up significantly. The company's sales are often increased 10 to 25% with the exact same sales staff. Because this increase in sales is done without cutting margins, the company's profits typically improve even faster. So in conclusion, even though creating the proven and repeatable sales process is a difficult task, and it takes a fair amount of effort, the benefits to the company make it an activity that is worth the effort. It provides real value to the company, improving sales and profits significantly. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me. For more information, visit jacobschmidtassociates.com. Have a wonderful day.